Hi Paul Prince, back this time for the Divine Masculine reading. Sorry about the delay in upload. I've recently had a tattoo and I've been allowing that to heal. I do read for the collective, so that means some bits may resonate, all of it may resonate, or none of it may resonate. And if none of it resonates, that just means this reading's not for you at this time. I also read with intuition, so I read what I pick up and feel within the cards. If any of you are watching are wondering, I'm using the Dark Royal Tarot. And if any of you are watching ever do want to send me any new cards to keep my readings new and fresh, I will have a wish list linked below in the description. If any of you are watching do like the way I read, if you could like and subscribe, much appreciated. And when you subscribe, there'll be a bell next to it to let you know that I've uploaded. So let's find out what's going on with the Divine Masculine. What's going on with the Divine Masculine? What's going on with the Divine Masculine? What's going on with the Divine Masculine? What's going on with the Masculine? What's going on with the Masculine? What's going on with the Divine Masculine? So I feel like this is mainly the thought process, and these are just some side feelings I've got going on. So I'll deal with those in a minute. I'll deal with this. So they're feeling very trapped and they're trying to escape it. I believe this is mentally. I believe they're trying to get away from their inner demons and not dealing with them. They're trying to escape and just shut it away, but it's not. Even if they escape, it's still open for it to come back because they're not dealing with it. That's a problem. They're just masking it. They're masking the feelings they've got, and they're masking the issues they have, and lying to themselves that they'll find like a bit within their mind that's clear and fine. They'll go there within themselves and be like, oh, I'm fine now. But then all those issues will follow into it and then fill that space. So then eventually they're going to have no space free within themselves, and that's the problem. They're lying to themselves and just masking it, telling them they're fine when they're not. And it's making them, it's giving them this illusion to everybody else that they're dead inside, or that they're empty, they're void, they're not really who they used to be. It's because they're so clouded with all their issues they're refusing to deal with. It's kind of clouding who they are as a person, just in general. It's like they know it's like, even though they've got someone close to them in their ear trying to guide them and help them, they still try and act like they can do it on their own, but they can't because they're not dealing with it. So one thing that's going on with them is they're having to defend their home life because it's not very stable. And it's not stable in the sense is that they've got their partner that they care about and that they're providing for, but there's someone else they're trying to save. They're trying to save like a bit for them, for this other person, that they have much more passion for. They've got much more like relatability. Like they can, with this person that they're trying to save a bit of what they're providing for, they, and it's not physical providence, it's like mental, like their mental ability to have to provide like emotional support and stuff like that. They're saving part of it and keep it away, keep it safe for this other person that they're more passionate for, because they're able to relate on an intellectual level, I'm feeling. And on this bit, the other part they've got going on is they are, it's just being unbalanced. They're feeling very alone within themselves, and there's like, they're refusing to see that they're the cause of the problem. And because they've caused the problem for so long and not been taking notice that they've been causing it, it's been going on by itself without them knowing for so long, that now they're over here and they look back, they're like, shit, where's all this come from? Instead of realising that they've done it. People have tried to help them in the past and comfort them and try and help them to show them where they go wrong, but they just ignored it and didn't believe it. So now when they're looking back on everything, all the issues, they're like, fuck, where have all these come from? So let's find some, look at the triggers of what the Divine Masculine should be working on. So some triggers. Some triggers. Two main ones. So they're like the same issue but split into two, because they've got two parts to deal with. The whole issue as a whole is protecting themselves, like physically, emotionally, spiritually, as in protecting like their soul, like their worth and stuff like that. They're only harming themselves, so they need to stop lying to themselves. They need to stop trying to shield these issues. They need to stop trying to run from it, because the more they're running from it, the more it's gonna bite them in the ass, because it's dragging on. It's only gonna, it's hurting them now, and it's gonna hurt them if they keep this going for another, however long they've been dealing with these issues. They double that, it's gonna hurt them even longer. And when they do this, they'll start to feel much more stronger within themselves, to be able to just be open with themselves and honest, and they feel much more grace within themselves and feel much more love for themselves. And the other one is they need to stop having self-pity when the issues are caused by themselves. How are they going to sit there and be upset about something they've done to themselves? That's like me punching a wall and then going, ow, I've really hurt my knuckles. What do I think was going to happen if I just punched a wall? They need to stop causing harm to themselves and then playing the victim. How about just don't cause harm to yourself in the first place? But if you're gonna, acknowledge that you've done it, wonder why you've done it, and figure out so you don't do it again. Don't do something and say, oh, I don't know why that happened. Like, it's like taking alcohol and then getting drunk, and don't expect you're going to get drunk from drinking alcohol. That's kind of the point. Same as when you hurt yourself. When you do something that's when you know the outcome is hurting yourself, don't expect that you're not going to hurt yourself. Like, you're not invincible, although some of them seem to think they are. So now let's get some guidance and advice about the divine masculine moving forward. So some guidance and advice, 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 some guidance and advice. So, right now is the time that they need to stop fighting with those around them and themselves. They really need to just put down that shield and wall they've built up to just instantly go on the defensive. It's okay to prepare yourself and protect yourself, but don't get to the point where you're defending yourself. And by doing this, just protecting themselves to know that there's shit coming, we're dealing with this. You've caused the shit, now you're going to have to deal with it. So expect there's going to be some backlash. When they do this, they'll start to feel a lot more balanced in their lives, and they'll have a balance between negative and positive, because you need that. And when they have that balance, they'll be able to protect themselves, as in have the necessary walls and shields up that they need to have up, rather than just put them up all the time. And they feel much more stable with their element within their element in their home life, and they feel much more like a new person in a good way. That's what they really need to do. They need to take this time now to really prepare themselves and deal with the issue at hand for them to move forward properly. So that's what I'm getting for the Divine Masculine. Thanks for watching.